Christian, we've had a couple of your teammates in here really bragging about you. Tamarian said that you were the only guy that could play safety and corner. You're one of the best athletes on the team. Is it really that easy to play both those spots, and just how are you adjusting to corner now that you've been there since the spring?
I mean, both positions really have their own technicalities that make them unique, to each. I wouldn't say that like one's easier to play or anything than the other, but I feel like playing safety definitely helped me adjust to playing corner. Just having that full understanding of the defense, because sometimes playing corner you can get locked into like just your coverage rule or things like that. But playing safety, you really have to have a full grasp of the big picture of the defense. Where to fit on run plays and things like that. So I think having that full year in the system, playing safety, definitely helped me adjust playing corner, and it definitely gives me, I would say, a little advantage or insight.
Wes?
Christian, how long did it take you to feel like a corner once you moved there? I mean, was it a couple days, couple weeks? How long did it take you to really feel like, okay, I'm a corner now?
It was right when I was told that I have to make the switch to play corner. I'm a guy that I feel like I pride myself on being versatile, So whatever was needed out of me, like I needed to play corner because we had some guys down in the spring. I made that transition. It wasn't really a huge deal to me, It was just something that I knew I had to do.
You said that when they came to you about playing corner before the spring, over the summer, was that your decision to stick at corner? Was it the coaches? Was it a joint effort? Kind of how did you end up sticking there? Or was it just because you did so well there in the spring?
Well, there was a little bit of communication here and there, but I mean, we had discussed a little bit about like where I could potentially play, and at the end of the day, it just had settled on me playing corner. I don't think there's anything really more than that.
Eric?
Where do you feel like you've grown, over spring, so far in fall camp, to where you knew you needed to get better in that regard at corner? Where do you feel like you've improved here in the short time period?
Well, something that I believe that I have improved on and am continuing to improve on is just being consistent. That's the biggest thing playing corner, because you can completely lock a guy down for 2 plays, and then the third play you have one lapse of focus and it's 60 yards over your head for a touchdown. So being consistent is something that I believe that I've improved on and I'm trying to continue to improve on.
Eric?
I mean, I know obviously you take anywhere you play seriously, but do you feel a little bit more like you have a little bit more responsibility being out there sometimes, by yourself for that reason right there, one false step and you can give up a 60-yard touchdown?
I wouldn't say I feel like any more responsibility. I just feel the responsibility that it takes every play. You can't really take more pride in one play than the next. You have to come in with that same kind of intensity and focus every play, no matter what.
Christian, just how deep is that competition at corner in terms of the number of guys that are getting looks, first team, second team, things like that?
That's the crazy thing. Like, you guys see it as like a competition, or like again, we are all competing for a spot, but out there, like we're all just playing. Like our cornerback room and just our DB group is so close that like there's no animosity over competing like during the course of practice or during the course of fall camp. We're all just every day trying to come in, learn, and get better. And the competing part of it, that just takes care of itself by playing.
Christian, I know you guys in the secondary, you have Trayvon and Tank in the back end. Those guys play a lot. They're providing leadership. What about a cornerback, or what's the leadership like at that position specifically?
Yeah, I would say just off the top of my head, guys like Warren Burrell. Warren helps a lot. Warren's a vet too with them. So Warren's seen a lot of time on the field, and he gives great tips. Just not even on the football side of things, just the mental aspect of the game that I take personally. And then another guy, Kamal Haddon, a big juice guy, like huge on energy. Like he's a guy, if you need a boost or you need a jump in any kind of practice or in any kind of way emotionally, he's your guy for you. So those are just 2 guys off the top of my head that, for me personally, I look to anytime I need guidance or if I need just anything really. Thank you, guys.